Hey guys, I'm back with a new review. So, today's review is going to be on Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell, which is the sixth installment of the Tremors series. So, this brings back Michael Gross as Burt Gummer. So, he's been playing him all these years now, playing him in 5 previous movies, a short-lived TV show. So, he's back for the sixth installment. Also brings back Jamie Kennedy as Travis Welker, who's Burt Gummer's son. And it's also the second one, directed by Don Michael Paul. So basically it's like a reunion for all of them, all brought back. So this one takes place a couple years after the events of the fifth movie. And Burt Gummer gets this call from Canada that they have like a graboid problem, so they get sent there to hunt graboids and ass blasters. And so it brings them right to basically an Arctic area, not a desert area. So it's actually a different area for a change, because all the previous 5 movies, including as well as the short-lived TV show that I just said, all of them have just been like set in deserts. So this it's set in a cold area, and so I like that. It's a whole different area, change of pace, and so they're brought to like some kind of a research facility. Then Burt Gummer gets this idea that some people are trying to weaponize the graboids, but then Burt gets poisoned with this graboid venom, and now they have to create an antidote for him. So it's a race against time with that whole thing as well. So, in my opinion, this one, it was pretty good. I don't think it's perfect. I mean, mainly because I kind of thought some of these stories with trying to find out if the graboids are being weaponized, Burt getting sick and possibly will die. So they kind of crammed in so much story. I did like that it was set in a different location for a change, though. So we were seeing what the graboids are like in the cold instead of in the heat. They do explain, of course, how these graboids are how they're in an Arctic area, because they've said that that graboids are supposed to be set in a hot area, because that's where they could survive. But they explain they explain how these ones are able to withstand the cold. And something I actually would have liked to have seen is see the Shriekers again, because we have not seen Shriekers since the 3rd movie. So I was kind of hoping they would have brought them back, but it's back to graboids and ass blasters, just like the 5th movie. But one thing I did like, this is actually something I criticized about the 5th movie, is that they relied too much on CGI, which I understand it's a low budget production, but I feel like they could still do practical effects once in a while. This one didn't rely too much on CGI as the previous one did, so they had some practical effects in there here and there. It's not to say they didn't use CGI at all. They did. And CGI was actually pretty good. Another improvement I thought from the 5th movie was, since in the 5th movie I thought Jamie Kennedy was pretty annoying. There's times he was just cracking unfunny jokes. Times he wouldn't shut up. So he kind of annoyed me a bit. In this one, he does start off annoying. He's annoying for the first half, but the second half he actually gets better. So he's actually someone who I actually started rooting for, so he's actually more of a likable character in this one. So he didn't really annoy me as much in this one. So, that being said, that's actually an improvement. In general, the story was just basically the same story from the previous Tremors movies, just the same thing, Burt Gummer going on a hunt for graboids, and so it's the same rehashed story, so nothing too new on that point. The characters were pretty good for most of the point. Sorry, I had to clear up my throat. Sorry, so the characters were likable for the most part. The effects were were pretty good. Story, kind of same story as you've seen before. I don't like it as much as I like the first Tremors, or the second one, or the third one. I'd probably say I do like this one a little more than the fourth one, though. The fifth one, probably just the fifth one just a tiny bit more. Mainly because, like, I do like that Burt Gummer got to kick some ass in that one. This one, he got to kick some ass for a little bit, but not the entire movie. So, like, and it's because he gets sick during the middle part of the movie. So, there's at points where he's just lying there in bed, sick. Almost looks like he could die at any time. So, overall, I enjoyed this one for what it was. And there's actually something I want to bring up is that I actually heard they were supposed to do another Tremors TV show with Kevin Bacon. And they actually filmed the pilot episode. It was going to be released by Sci-Fi, but they pulled the plug on it. There was a trailer for it just recently released, and it looked pretty good. So I would have really liked to see Kevin Bacon return for another Tremors movie or Tremors TV show. I don't think Michael Grosso would have been in it, though. But I would have really liked to have seen it. I was actually interested in it. Maybe they'll do another Tremors movie again, but I don't know. I mean, this one like made me want to see that Kevin Bacon TV show as opposed to a seventh movie. Not to say I don't want to see a seventh movie, I do. But overall, like, I enjoyed this one. I would have really liked to have seen that Kevin Bacon Tremors show. Maybe one day they'll leak the pilot episode. And I think that's really all I gotta say. So, if you're a Tremors if you're a Tremors fan, check this one out. You'll probably be pleased. You'll enjoy it for what it is. I did. And that's really all I gotta say. Alright, take care. Bye.